All right, welcome back to the Losing His Voice Knives Fast channel. It is time for month in review for the month of May 2025. Come on in, guys. Let's have some fun. Where is everybody? Let's see who's here. Blades for You is in the house. Goondocks is in the house. Uncle Cow, hello, sir. And Snacks is in the house. Hey, there's Big Red. He might be joining us here in a minute. Kelly's Mishmash, channel member. Nice. So is JB. Grom, hello, sir. Good to see you. Let's see who else is here. Fictional Iceland is in the house. No, I'm just losing my voice. Hey, D. Sharon, good to see you. Good to see everyone. There is 22 people in here, and I have definitely not read 22 names. So we'll see who else is in here momentarily as people chatty chat. If you are lurking, shame on you. Do not lurk. Lurking is bad for your health. No, I'm kidding. It's not. Hey, working and lurking is our friend, the Oh Father. Feels like you should have a song like the Green Giant, Ho, 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 oh Father. No? All right. Let's see what he thinks of that. I don't know. Hey, how about a thumbs up down there, JB, if you're good to go? Can he hear me? Yes, he can hear me. All right. Here we go. I don't know. I'm weird, man. What is up, Robert? Yeah, do your physical therapy. That sounds like a plan. Oh boy, I just lost the comments. All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my friend and yours, skipping Blade Show to see a baby be born. I don't know. Is our friend Big Red EDC. I think maybe that's a little more important. I don't know.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Okay. I don't know. Oh, Father hasn't answered if he liked my little jingle there for him, but I tried. So, hey, Leland Phil, what's going on? So good to see you, JB. It's been a while, man. I know you've been working a lot, and I've skipped this is the first Friday live stream in weeks.
Yeah.
It's been a long time for me as well. So, it's good to actually be back. So very, very good. And good to see you. I'm assuming while we have some people in here, are you doing a stream tomorrow or yes or no?
As far as I know.
As far as I know. Until work decides to go, nah. Oh, yep, that's the way it works. Yeah. I get it, man.
Yeah, it's been nuts.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man. It's last week was pretty rough, and now I'm in full Blade Show prep mode. So I've got a lot to do before I leave on Thursday. As a matter of fact, I just remembered something I got to do. So we decided last night to call the rental car because we rent a car instead of putting a bunch of miles on my truck. And I've got to call the rental car company and add a day. We're going to try to leave a little bit earlier Thursday morning. So I will forget that, but I'm going to write it down anyway. So, yeah, I gotta add a day to the car. It's not that much more expensive. I'll survive. All right. So May was an interesting month with a lot of stuff going on for me. And I'm sure JB as well. So we'll jump into that in a moment, but I think we should probably check out what everybody's pocket checks are. Leland Phil, because a lot of people have said this to me, and I just want to address this real quick. It is so hard to sell that many knives. And I am so blessed by what happened with the downdrafts. We're going to talk about that. I think a couple of things here. JB can say this, even though he's not going to Blade Show this year. For the 2 weeks leading up to Blade Show, typically everybody's trying to sell a bunch of knives and be ready to go to Blade Show and buy stuff, and or if they're not going to Blade Show, they're waiting for the sales that are going to happen during Blade Show. And so I think it's just bad timing for the bench. But I am told over 75% of the knives that they had have sold. So that's still good. That's really, really good. And just another little caveat, front flipper only may not have appealed to as many people as obviously the downdraft with multiple deployment methods, so you can pick the one you like. There's so many things that go into that. And I think on the side of the downdraft, JB, is I've had a ton of people, I don't know that I agree with this, but I've had a ton of people tell me that the downdraft is their favorite Tempest knife. Sometimes you just hit a blade shape that just really appeals to a lot of people. You hit, it's just Kevin has immediate sellouts on 90% of his knives. He just does. And so everybody's used to that. And I think the binges will be gone. They'll sell the rest at Blade Show and over the next few days, weeks, whatever. I don't think anything's wrong. I just think timing, and I've picked weeks before where suddenly, by the way, I will say this, when the downdraft dropped, it was the first time I can remember nothing else dropping that week. Typically when I drop, there's like 2 other things dropping in the same week. So I just got really fortunate. I think so. Okay, blades for you. We're going to answer that question. If you hang out for about 10 minutes, I will answer that question. And the short answer is the first Tempest front flipper is available next week. So we'll get to that in just a minute. JB, have you picked out? I know you just got up, but what have you picked out? What kind of Red Friday stuff you might have yet, or do I need to give you some time?
Oh no, it's already been planned for.
I love that saw cut.
Oh yeah, the Widowmaker. As soon as it came in, it was automatically the Friday carry.
That's nice. I love the way that looks. Is there a little contouring to that?
I mean, it's got a little bit with the saw cut.
It's got a really nice look to it when you shine it back and forth in the light. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty defined.
Yep, and I love the blade, of course. Very cool. That's nice. And those are those live, or are they coming soon, or I don't even remember.
Oh, those went out.
Okay.
Last week. Yeah, they dropped last week.
I thought so, but I just didn't want to say it and sound like a dork. But yeah, so that's cool. For me, real quick, you guys can start putting in the pocket in the chat what you're carrying. Oh, very nice snacks. That's awesome. Very cool blades. That's awesome. So JB, I'm on a roll, man. This is like the 5th week of carrying this guy up for Red Friday. This is the Mach 71 prototype with the red Cerakoted accents, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Made to look like the SR71 Blackbird. Second is a Finch, JB. I got you. We got Red Finch Friday. We got the Devil's Finger today. Very cool. And we'll just keep the red micarta coming. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. We got the red Dust Devil. Now, Dust Devil. Yeah, that is correct. Now, JB, I will let everybody know, and JB has a special Dust Devil that Freak Show did, and it has an acid stonewash blade on it, guys. That Freak Show did. There are 2 of those that will be at my booth on Friday. So he did 2 more like JB's. I think one is red handle and one is a Ultim handle, but there are 2 of those that will be at Blade Show with that finish.
Oh, he said mine was a one of a kind. We're not friends. We're not friends anymore.
That's my fault. Darn it. Tempest Downdraft Flame Titanium Spyderco Parrot 3 S45 Riot XOU Light i3 TEOS no slippy today for blades for you. Hey, that sounds like a really nice carry. Kelly's got the TCal Piranha, the TRM Shadows, Spyderco Sage 5, and Rex 121. There's too many steals. I can't keep up with them. I wish Finch would do a fuller like Jack Wolf does on their locking knives for reverse flicking. Yeah, he's saying like in the let's see if I got one sitting here. I think I do. So he's saying like on the folder.
Most of their knives, the blade has a low enough profile that it really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of them it might work, but typically, I think, yeah, especially on the Warncliffe blade.
It would be kind of cool if they could do it, but yeah, I agree with what you're saying. It's not as easy as everybody thinks. I got a Tempest Downdraft TRM Neutron and a Lizard Skin titanium and a McNeese Mac 2. Geez, no Bull Blade Walker. That is quite the carry. What's Uncle Cow got, JB? Can you see that?
Looks like he's got a Jet Setter and a Lynch All Access Pass.
Nice. Red knife is the Enigma Jackknife. Anaso, that sounds interesting. Fractus Friday with the Storm Cloud and the Devo Lush is shotgun to that. Nice, sir. Downdraft, Leatherman Free P2 and a Civivi Krabby in Damascus. Nice fit, Leland Phil. Pretty cool. All right, JB, you're being put on the spot by Kathleen. What is your favorite finch knife? Good luck.
My favorite to carry and use is still the devil's finger.
Which is
Nothing
guy.
has unseated that one as far as a user, but I don't know. The white bone holiday has to be up there just because everybody wants it.
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't want to say exclusive, but it's highly sought after.
Right. Chuck, it's got the full tie Jan chevron. Very cool. Oh, that is true, fictional Iceland. The Hellfire. If you're looking for a finch with the little fuller, the Hellfire has it. That is correct. I can actually pull that one out real quick. I think is that the white one that I have. Yeah. So if you're interested in a finch with that, the Hellfire is your one.
There you go.
Yep. Very easy. Devil's Finger versus Stinger for pokey blade shape, says an NASA. JB?
Well, one's just a lot thicker than the other.
Yep.
It's pretty much the same blade. It's just one's a lot taller. I mean, they're both. I mean, the Stinger. The Stinger's more narrow, so that point comes down.
More narrow. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already read that blade's for you, but thank you for putting it again. He's got a flame tie downdraft and a bunch of other cool stuff. Very cool. Oh, you're good. Go for it. And so that's what I love about these streams is we get to have some fun. Now, JB, I need to tell you about something in case it happens to you. But I don't know if you heard yesterday, Aries had his weekly live stream. And suddenly in the chat, if you go on his stream, they put up this thing like, I don't know if you've ever been to the community tab and scrolled down in your YouTube studio where you can see sort of the ranking of who comments the most on your videos and that kind of thing. They turned that into a ranking system in the chat, and like people, the 1, 2, and 3, most people got like crowns, and then everybody got ranked when they came in the chat, like that kind of thing. But nobody else has had it. There's been like 5 other streams since then, and Scott's the only. So I didn't know if I would have it today when we got on here, but so apparently Scott is like super special. So I thought that was pretty weird. And it was cool, but what I don't like about it is it's based on like their total interaction with the channel. And as you and I both know, some people don't watch the videos. They only come for the lives, or they don't watch the lives. They only come for the videos. So ranking it like that seemed a little weird, but it was all right. Yeah, no, I've not seen it anywhere else, Kathleen. It was kind of interesting.
You know, maybe I read something about that. It seems like I got to
go back and look at emails. Maybe you had to sign up for it, but Scott said he didn't know anything about it. So it was really interesting. So blades for you, let me fix this for you. If you like a small knife with one deployment method, then you should go with the bench. If you like a bigger knife and you like to have a flickable hole and a front flipper both, then I would go with the Thunderhead. But if you don't like a big knife, it's 8.25 inches. So if you don't like a big knife, then the Thunderhead might not be for you. It is a big knife. It's not. I sent you a proto, didn't I? Or did I?
It's not that big.
It's bigger. I mean, the binge is only 6.75. So
yeah, it's bigger than the binge, but it's not.
Let's see.
It's not huge or anything.
Oh no, we'll get them out and just show him, so he can try to make a decision here. Now, this is my so far as I know, my one of a kind binge. I took the hint of lime and turned it into a hint of grape by putting the purple hardware they had on it. So that's the binge, and here is a Thunderhead prototype. So what I mean, JB, is it's taller, it's longer, it's just a bigger, it's a way to me, they have absolutely nothing in common other than they have a handle and a blade. I mean, it's yes, biggest released Tempest knife to date. That is correct. But might be a bigger one on the horizon, but we'll see. All right. So since we're talking about it, let me just share this real quick. Hold on. I got to get rid of, because this always does this stupid thing to me if I don't. Okay, there we go. So what all the hubbub is about, JB, if you haven't heard yet, is it was announced today that the Thunderhead is releasing on Tuesday at 9 p.m. So we are there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there were supposed to be 5 versions, and I'm told tariff-related things have kept one of the versions from happening for now. It still will come later, apparently. But that was supposed to be 80s camo carbon, and apparently they're having trouble importing the 80s camo carbon right now. The caveman, the concept caveman that came out yesterday, was supposed to have 80s, and they don't have it, and they don't have it for mine either. So, but the first version you see is blackwash all the way around with the copper carbon fiber. And JB, I don't know about you, but there's something about this that looks pretty freaking sweet.
I like that carbon fiber.
Yeah, it looks really neat. They did one for me as a prototype that I haven't really been allowed to show, but that was this handle, but a different blade. And, I didn't end up going with that, but I went with the blackout. Unfortunately, that one, oh, by the way, is, I think, JB, for copper carbon fiber, titanium, and S35, $196.89 is a pretty dang good price. And it depends on your budget and if you can afford it, but with an inlay, the price is going to be a little more than without.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they don't have pictures of the next 2. Hopefully they'll fix that when they back at work. But this is supposed to be bead blasted titanium with twill carbon fiber and S35. By the way, the first one was not Damascus. I'm sorry, that's Black Blade. That's $196.89, and then there's a blue version with shred carbon fiber, which again, no picture. Darn it! And then this is my favorite. This is Arctic Storm fat carbon, Damascus blade, and again that wonderfully bead blasted and milled titanium. I wish they had cleaned the fingerprints up before they took the picture, but that's okay. So those are the ones that we know are coming. Hopefully that 80s will come too, but this one's $218.89 because of the fat carbon and the Damascus blade. So they're dropping again, and you can sign up for a notification, and I think they'll be at White Mountain Knives as well, but they should drop on Tuesday at 9 p.m. So what do you think, JB?
When are you going to do the 4 models with the 4 different blade steels? I've seen Concept do that a couple of times.
Did they do that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I would love for them to do something like that. That would have been cool. It would have pushed them.
And of course, I'm not going to be able to remember which one, but I had one in not too long ago, and they had 4 models of the same knife, different, all different handle materials and stuff, but each model had a different blade steel.
So in my case, JB, except for suggesting that this version should have Damascus, because I just thought that would look like a pretty cool combo. They picked the blade steel. I suggested 20 CV, and they went with S35.
Probably because what they could get more readily available.
Right. And I'm being told that if this whole tariff, the backwards, in other words, stuff going to China doesn't get solved soon, a lot of these Chinese companies are running out of some of the U.S. made steel, like S35. So I don't know what's going to happen, what kind of steels we're going to see, and who knows. So, but, oh, very nice, Jay. Jay's about to finally get his downdraft, JB. So there we go. I had one guy, JB, speaking of month in review. So you guys know we had the Tempest downdraft. We'll look at some of them here in a minute. But there was one guy, and I'm not going to talk about where he lived, but he gave me his address. I went in when I go in the system, I just take them and I look, I'm doing almost 300 labels. So I'm going through and I'm clicking on them. I tell it how much I want to, which label I want, what cost. I buy it, I print it, I stick it, right? And we do this over and over and over and over again. So I did that. I sent it. The guy's watching the tracking like a hawk, and he emails me and he's like, "Help! They've said my knife didn't have sufficient address on it, and they're turning it back to you." And I'm like, "Just wait till it gets here, and I'll get it back to you." Well, it goes to the magical hole called the Indianapolis, Indiana Sorting Center. Now, I will say this guy was in Florida. I'm in Virginia. It goes from Virginia to Florida, back to Virginia, and then up to Indianapolis, and then back down to Virginia, and then back down to Florida. And they try to deliver it again, but then it says that it's sufficient address. So he goes to the post office the next day, and it's sitting near the counter, and they give it to him. But basically what happened was his street address was so long that when I printed the label, it cut off his apartment number. It didn't do his apartment number. So that was interesting. So I thought he was the latest one to get it. NASA, they were supposed to put Tempest, but they did that to Jesse too. He's called Caveman EDC, and they put Jesse Pauley, and then on mine they put Casey Spire, and I'm like, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, so I thought he was going to be the last one to get his knife, but Jay still doesn't have his. So there you go. But yeah, these drop on Tuesday. So for those of you that have been asking me, now we'll say one caveat. Okay. I get JB. One of the things that everybody saw them at Blade, Texas said to me was that they absolutely love the ting. Okay. The problem is, this pocket clip, and matter of fact, JB, I believe you were the one that pointed it out to me initially. Let's get this out of the way real quick. Hold on. Whoops. Come on. That this clip, kind of, when you put it in the pocket, it ends up like this, and it hooks on stuff. Mm-hmm. I believe you were the one that kind of pointed that out, but I noticed it. I put it in my pocket, and I noticed it was sitting like that. So it's going to hook on a little bit of everything. So we did change clips. So it went from a steel clip, okay, to, if I go back to this guy, which is, and now I do not have a sample. I cannot tell you what it's going to be like, but my fear is that ting is going to go away. I don't know that, but it is a titanium clip now. And so I'm wondering if going from that more resonant steel, very thin steel clip is going to take some of that ting away. I don't know, but I want to be clear that I'm not hiding that so people don't get upset, because everybody loved that sound, but it just was not a practical clip at all.
It did push out, and it was, I was afraid I was going to catch it on something.
Yeah, me too. You should read your bio. I wrote the bio. What's wrong with it? Anasso, did I do something wrong on my bio? Please tell me I didn't make some big mistake. Is this black one PVD? Yes, PVD. And they have not answered my question as to whether they will be, if they will be at Blade Show or not. I have asked the question. I have not gotten the answer. I do not have a code. And will they be a permanent knife or just a drop? JB, do you know what that means?
I'm thinking if it's going to be, I'm thinking he's asking if it's going to be, like one they'll just, when they run low or run out of stock, they'll remake it and post,
I think the answer to that is the same as it always is. If people continue to buy them, they will continue to make them. Nothing is permanent. If people are buying them at a rapid rate, they will make more. That's the way it works. If they die on the vine and they got like 100 of them sitting in stock 3 months from now, then you'll probably never see them again. I mean, that's my guess. If I have to guess.
Well, that's just business. They can't hold stock.
I'm not a big time public figure in that, so most people have no clue who I am. It's okay. Hey, Chuck it. Good to see you. Hey, V Shady. What if I remove the clip? I can try that. We're going to talk a little bit right now, but yeah, I can try it. But you know what? I'm not really hearing. Yeah, there it is. It is tinging. Yeah, I tell you what, real quick, let's take it off.
Contrary to self-belief, nobody in the knife community is known outside the knife community.
No, that's
I mean, that's just a hard fact.
Let's see. Do I even have a T6 sitting here? I put it. I most of my stuff is already in my Blade Show bag, so I don't even have all my tools available right now. So I'm going to use JB. Check this out. This was my first driver set before I got all the fancy stuff. Man, look at that. The Hyper Tough from Home Depot. Hey, it worked. The good stuff is in my Blade Show stuff, because I have a bad habit of leaving stuff behind. There's been 2 different things I've left. The first year I had a booth, I left all my stickers at home. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. No clip. Yeah, it's gone. See? Hold on, JB. No, it's still there.
I heard it.
So it's not the clip. So you should still have it. Amazing. If that's the case, that is great. I just assumed it was resonating through the clip. It must not be. However it's doing it is good for me. We'll see. There you go. All right, JB, thoughts on May? Do you have anything that stands out besides I worked a lot?
Yeah, that's the big one. That's the big one. Oh, of course, we had a Finch drop. We had a couple of Rosecraft drops. Got the RMX from Work Sharp.
How was that? How is that? I didn't get to watch your video. How is that?
It is pretty easy to convert. If I say that, it has to be.
Yeah. Because you and me both.
It really is. The trick is when you're removing and putting stuff in, just to keep everything pinched together. It's not that hard. And if, like I said, if I can honestly say that, it has to be, because once I start doing stuff like that, I get all shaky and crap and stuff goes everywhere. And that's why I don't do teardown videos on YouTube. So, I mean, it's not super snappy, but I mean, the spring isn't very big.
Right.
So it's not going to have that protect micro.
Bad though. It's not looking like it's going to fail or anything like that.
No, nothing like that. I mean, yeah, and it's thin and it is super slicey.
Very cool. I like that. And that's another reason it won't fire out if it's really lightweight blade.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lightweight blade. So, I mean, and that helps with the smaller spring. So,
yeah, not bad for a conversion kit. Exactly.
Yeah.
So snacks, let me tell you this, okay? So I've had check this out. The Thunderhead is 2 years in the making. No joke. And so I've had the prototypes for probably about a year. So if you go on Big Red's channel, if you go on Lefty's channel, and if you go on Knives Fast, my channel, you can search and find a video on the prototype. As far as will anybody have them before they drop? Doubtful. That's not usually the way these companies work. They drop them and then they get them to the U.S. warehouse and then they send them to their favorite reviewers. So I would think some people like Lefty, like Metal Complex, like some of the bigger channels will have them next week, but you won't see their reviews for a couple of weeks. That's my guess. I'm supposed to get 2 samples. And when I get them, I will immediately do a video on my samples, but no reason for me to do another prototype video just because I've done one. Now, it's interesting. I've been saying all along, this is one of the ones that doesn't have the picture, JB. So this is the one they're calling Twill carbon fiber and bead blasted, but we did add the milling, okay, and the clip is different. They do have milling on them. They do have a different clip, and I think that's about all. Oh, and they were supposed to. We'll see if they did, because of the contouring. These screws stand out a little bit. You see that on the side. I asked them to countersink those two screws a little bit better. We'll see. I don't have it in hand, so there's no way for me to tell you, but I asked for that. So it's tough, but they should have them at Blade Show. They should have. I mean, I don't see any reason why they would not have them at Blade Show. But, yep. Now, the blue has shred carbon fiber snack, or whoever said I want the blue one. Blades for you. So that should look really nice. Should.
So the important question is, what are you going to have at Blade Show?
All right. So that's a great question. So I have a few, not a lot, of each downdraft. So if you guys like missed the boat, that means we will have some of the 80s, both in black and silver. 80s camo carbon. I will say, I quite obviously do not have any of the Blade Binge exclusive, but I think Eric saved some back for his booth. So he'll have a few of these at his booth. I will not. I will have Twill carbon fiber. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I will have the aluminum and JB's favorite. Where is it? Where is it, JB? We'll have the aluminum. I do have more of the aluminum. Just, they were selling a little slower, so I pulled a few more of this back. And then I have a few more of these as well, because there were more of these than anything else. So the Firestorm. And then I also have some, let's see, I have Ultim. I have blue titanium. Is that it? I think I have Microjet. I have a few Firestorm, a few Ultim. Wait a minute. No, I don't have any Firestorm. I'm sorry. I have blue titanium. I have Ultim, and I have the weave carbon fiber of the Microjet. We have quite a few of those, actually. And then I bought, for those that don't know, I bought some Supercells and Dust Devils from Kubi, and I will be selling those at my table as well. And then, JB, since you asked, let's have some fun. Freak Show sent me some pictures, if I can find them. I can't remember if he sent them on Instagram or if he sent them on, nope, he must have sent them on Instagram. But he did some specials. Now, these will be, by the way, if I'm missing anybody while we're talking, hello, Kane. Who else is here that wasn't here? Fook. Hello. Man, I don't know about you, JB. I get so many messages a day that sometimes it gets hard. Okay. So here's one batch of some things that Freak Show did. So we had 2 jet streams. So, we had one Fractus that he did. So what that is it's like an antique bronze with bronze hardware and the blue fat carbon and an acid stonewash blade on the Fractus. And then JB, there's the 2 we were talking about. So yours is still a 101 because I have blue. I don't have red. I have blue and I have Ultim. And then the Jetstream and the Microjet down there are a matching set. And this is not doing it justice, but it's acid stonewash blade, a bronze hardware set, and an antiqued handle scales. Guys, I wish you could really see what these look like. You kind of can, but it's like an antique looking color, and they're a matching set. And just to show you from the other side, Here's what everybody's clips look like. So I think they came out stinking cool. Now, the other set of what he's got are these two. How about this? So this is the other Jetstream and the other microjet I gave him. So he stripped the blue color off of the so we have a Joker microjet, basically. You see it? Green and kind of a purplish blue, like a blurple. And then the kind of the opposite, but that purplish blue blurple with a bronze or brass clip, hardware set and clip. So, and I do have, I think, 1 or 2 other fractuses for sale that are just plain ones. So there's the other side. Just plain fractuses like the blue camo carbon. So fat carbon. But yeah, I think that green one's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the ones Freak Show did. And so I will have a total of 3 fractuses. That's it. That's it. So that's what's going to be a Blade Show. And I wish you were going to be a Blade Show, but you're not. So bummer.
Yeah,
I get it.
Not this year.
There you go, Blades for you. I think that'll be a popular one too. Now I'm trying to decide if I'm just going to put everything out Friday or if I'm going to like mix and match. It's going to be tough because again, we have a matching set. So I got to put those out together. I may just put everything out Friday just because it's that early bird thing and I may just put everything out Friday as far as the custom stuff. So, do you know where I got these scars? There you go, Nasso. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so that's all the Freak Show specials we have this time around. But I have, JB, I have a large box of stuff. I have probably way more than I should take, and that's good news for you guys. If they don't sell out, then they'll be on the website the week after Blade Show. Whatever doesn't. Nice, Blades for you. Very cool. What is in the center of the blue prototype? What is in the center of the blue prototype Thunderhead? In the center? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean what's the inlay? It's micarta, and I thought it looked pretty garbage, so I didn't go with it. It just had a really dry, kind of gross look to it right out of the box. Yes, I could wicked wax it and make it look nice, but I try to think, what is somebody going to be pulling out of the box? I don't know, JB. I guess I'm just a little weird, but
well, just the coloring in it has kind of an odd look.
Yeah, the waves in it, and it just didn't look great to me. So, hey, Fred, did you hear the Thunderheads drop on Tuesday at 9 p.m.? Matter of fact, I never put the link up, so let's do that real quick. I know what else I wanted to say, JB, before I forget. If you guys did not hear, our buddy Tim B, that is the Thunderhead link right there. Our buddy Tim B is not only out of the hospital, but he went to the doctor yesterday, got a very good prognosis, and they pulled the chest tube out. So as long as his lung stays inflated, he is free of the chest tube. So let's just pray that happens. On the blue one, it is shred carbon. Hold on. Now you got me having to look, an asso. I think the blue one is shred. Yes, the blue titanium is shred carbon fiber, and I don't have a picture of that yet. I'm waiting on a picture. So I hope everyone is doing good. And for those of you coming to Blade Show, definitely come by. Trevor is amped up and ready to go. There you go, Fred. Very nice. Trevor is super amped up and ready to go, and so am I, to see you guys and have some fun, because we usually definitely find a way to do that. So, but yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. JB, what do you think of the new Rosecraft fixed blades that came out in May? What are your thoughts on those?
No, they've all got a really pretty good feel to them.
Yep.
I think like I said, I think the F1 is probably my favorite, just as feel and look, and
that's absolutely my favorite.
The F2, it's got a pretty good. That would be a pretty good Skinner blade.
Oh, 100%.
The F1, that's a pretty good utility blade. The F4, I think, is definitely
you are locked in.
Is definitely. It's a more robust knife. I would say that would be good for larger hands. And then, of course, Swag's knife, the smallest one. It's a little. I don't want to say it's a little small for me, but it's a Swag's design.
I'll say it. It's too small for me.
It's a pocket. It's a fixed pocket monster. That's really what it is. It's got.
And I guess what I would mean when I say too small is it doesn't have enough blade for me. It's just, if I'm going to have a fixed blade, I want a little more, especially if I've got that much handle left over. I'd rather be back here and have a little more blade, but that's just me.
It would definitely be more of a EDC size
basic
fixed
EDC
blade.
Yep.
But the only thing is I really, really don't like that style of clip.
Right. Understood.
I just don't like
I'd
that.
have to put.
It's too bulky.
No, I would have to put a loop,
soft loops or something like that.
And then this guy is just a tank.
Oh yeah,
just an absolute tank.
It's got that K-clip blade and it's solid.
It's a fixed to Judah is what everybody was saying.
I think the only thing I didn't, and not that I didn't like because it had plenty of retention, but the F1 that I had,
nice Fred,
didn't have the reassuring snap. I don't know I don't know what yours is.
Mine does not either. That's the one complaint I had about that one is it's like the rest of them have a really nice snap. That one, it's not coming out, but it definitely doesn't have that nice. Like the rest of them are all like super clicky. Like
it just and it's fine. It holds it in. I'm not worried about it falling out or anything like that. It's that reassuring pop,
Oh yeah, totally, completely. How much is I have not talked to Freak Show and made the custom prices just yet. So I gotta work on the custom prices.
So are you going to sell them as a pair or will you break them up?
I
know that question is going to get asked.
Yeah, kind of leave that so just so you guys know, and I'm just going to put this out here. This is my Freak Show will not take money from me to work in my booth. Okay. This is how I pay Freak Show. I let him do the custom work and then I set the base price and then we tack his work onto that. And so I usually let him decide. So I'm going to let him, if he wants to sell them as a group, we'll sell them as a group. He said 2 or 3 times he thinks they should go as a group. So if within the first couple hours somebody wants to buy them as a group, then we'll sell them that way. If they don't go, then we'll break them up. Probably something like that is my guess. I already have now 2 people saying they want the set. Probably a little under. Probably right about 300. You're probably close, Blades, for you. But it's who gets to the booth first, JB, and what do they want? You know what I'm saying? Because that 2 people now that have expressed interest. So, oh, don't worry, I'm getting the set. There you go. We're gonna have a fight at the booth. Great. The other guy's not in here right now, so if he was in here, he'd be staking his claim, but I'm not going to do it for him. So all I can do is have him there and see what happens. So it's going to be fun, to say the least. Trev can referee the fight. Yep. So yeah, so to me, JB, the big highlight of May was obviously the downdraft drop. It blew me away. I was not prepared for them to go that quickly. And just, you want to talk about feeling like, people are behind what you're doing and feeling good about it. That was pretty awesome. It was a great feeling. So to have them all boxed up and take all of them to the post office on that Monday and realize I didn't even have anything left to sell except when I was taking a blade show, which is a very few. It's pretty crazy. I've never had that happen. So that was a new one for me. Yep. And again, I think it had a lot to do with nobody else dropped that week to speak of. And it was a design that resonated with a lot of people.
No other drops in itself is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it's huge. I would say this. You guys know I've not made any bones about that. I have probably 5 or 6 more collaborative designs coming out this year. Not my Tempest stuff, but my designs that other companies are going to bring out. If you like Wharncliffe blades, stay tuned. It'll be later this year. But to me, that's one of my favorites. And I'm hoping it actually, because of the name of that one, which I'm not giving up, I hope it comes closer to winter. Because I think it would be cool marketing to say what it is and when it's coming. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh, I don't know if you want to fist fight this guy, Blaze, for you. I don't know. We'll see. It's getting weird now. But anyway, so JB, what else? Anything else in the month of May for you? It's probably a little slow for you, maybe. I don't know. You had the new Finch that you showed.
No, it's been anything.
I just meant because of work.
Oh. Yeah, no, stuff keeps coming. I mean,
yeah, good. Awesome.
We have fun. We still have fun doing those snack boxes. Those are always fun to do.
That was I was hoping y'all get some more licorice. That was one of my favorite reactions.
I'm gonna skip that as much as possible.
Yeah, JB's like, please, no more licorice. Yeah. So those are fun. Those are super fun. They're really
fun to do.
Yep.
They're fun to do.
I've tried so many times to get Scarlett to do some kind of video like that with me. She will never do it. She just won't. It's not happening in any way, shape, or form. So whether I want it to happen, whether you guys want it to happen, it's not happening. It will never happen. Oh, gosh. So it's going to be fun. All right. Oh, sorry. I was trying to say. Now, I did want to show one thing. This is not really a month in review thing, but I wanted to show this. Now, New Knives sent me this, guys. And the reason I want to show this is the Kickstarter is already up. And it is already funded. It just went up like 2 days ago, and it's funded. But this is the New Knives small folding utility knife. And, I've gotten a lot of comments, JB, that it's super dangerous. I'm not exactly sure what they mean. Be careful. Don't be dumb. I don't know. And I've asked every one of them, what do you mean by dangerous? And they haven't replied back yet. But I'm not very good at front flipping it. So maybe that's what they mean. But thumb is great. And it cuts really nicely, and obviously because it's a razor blade. But these are the reason I wanted to bring it up is if you want to get in on this Kickstarter, guys, they're like $35. Okay, $35 for a really nice little utility knife. I didn't want to wait till my video came out. I wanted to show them. Simply because I think that's a pretty good deal. And that's a super early bird. So once those are gone and they've sold all the super early birds that they have, then the price is going to go up. So I just wanted to show it. But don't be dumb. Nice, Fook. That's another thing that happened in May that's never happened to me before, JB. I apparently completely offended a regular viewer. Hey, Tim. they asked a question. I didn't understand the question. I kind of gave a little bit of a smart retort to their question. And they said, okay, last time you're being a smart, you know what, to me, I'm out of here. So I'm like, interesting. So I lost a viewer, and I wasn't even trying to be mean. I was just literally, they asked a really different question, and I didn't know how to answer it. So it is what it is. Yeah, $35 Southpaw. I mean, I'm like, I got to show people this because I thought it was pretty cool. Hey, Gate Creeping, what's up? So again, JB's got SKL regular time. Regular time. I keep trying to figure out when is the first. Regular time on Saturday night, Sunday morning, depending on where you live. 1 a.m. for me on the East Coast, 10 p.m. for JB on the West Coast, and whatever in between. I'm not even going to try to figure it out. And then Monday night, 7:45 p.m. I was going to, guys, line up a bunch of guests like I did the week before Blade Show last year. I have not had any time. I have been working. So you're just stuck with me doing a Blade Show preview on Monday night, and that's fine. I don't have time, and I'm not going to call people. Well, only person I spring a live stream on a day or two ahead of time is JB. Everybody else, I give them plenty of warning. Come on, man. Oh, I got a JB. I haven't shown you this yet. So this is another big happening in the month of May. Scott and I have been working on this for some time, but this is the Aries EDC Tempest and I have designed microburst fixed blade. And I can't tell you guys any more than this, but you're probably going to see this fixed blade design again. Maybe not these handles, but you're probably going to see this down the road somewhere. That's all I can say. That's all I'm allowed to say. So be looking. But Scott saw the design and really wanted to do one. And I asked the company that I might be working with theoretically, if they had any problem with me doing custom, and they had no problem with that. So that's where this came from. Scott just wanted to do it really bad, and I did pay him for it, for those that have been asking. But JB, what do you think of those scales, dude? Look at that.
That's pretty wild. What's the back end? Is it white or silver?
This part, it's the black Kieranite that Jack Wolf used. It's like almost like a smoky Kieranite. The white is G10, and then the blue is the Crystal Lake blue Kieranite.
Okay.
But yeah, it's black.
I couldn't tell if it was more of a white or a silverish or.
There you go. You can see it now. That is freaking gorgeous. So he did as Scott always does. He did a fantastic job. Indeed, he just killed it. Now, Southpaw, I think it's gonna. If it were happening, it's gonna be awesome. It's happening. So I did not say that out loud. There you go. Tim, we were talking about May being a bad and good month for you. Nobody wants to have surgery, but definitely feels like things are going in a much better direction. So that's good. We are happy that you had no complications in the surgery and everything came out good. So that's a good part of May for sure. For sure. All right. Any questions about things coming up or about May in general? And then I'm probably going to wrap this up because I've got a meeting coming up that I've got to wrap my head around and get ready for. One of those. Isn't that great, JB? Don't you love that kind of stuff? You don't have I wouldn't think you have a ton of meetings, hopefully. I do.
No. Thank goodness.
It's more wonderful day than it was a month ago. Exactly, Tim. Exactly. No big long tube in your chest. Just let us know how much money we need to save for what month. I'm working on it, dude. I did send Kubi last night for those asking. I did send Kubi a list of the versions I would like to do with this. And I'm probably doing extra colored hardware. If you don't like the red, there will be other options. Yes, you will have to buy it, but it will be reasonable. And if you don't, JB's like, who doesn't like red? What's wrong with you? But there will be, I'm looking at 3 or 4 versions. I'm waiting for a quote, and then we will make the order very soon on that guy. And then I'm hoping, depending on what happens at Blade Show, we should be able to make the tornado happen fairly quickly too. My goal is to actually try, JB, I'm crazy. I've lost it. If it works out with dealers, I'm going to try to do the Mach 51 and then about a month-ish later do the tornado. So we're going to try. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what I'm shooting for. If I can get enough help from dealers. I do have one dealer on board already. I'm just looking for one more kind of partner, if you will. And if we get that done, then we're probably going to move that first.
Cool.
But there is supposedly a prototype of a OEM collaboration, not an OEM, a company collaboration that's a Tempest design, probably that you haven't even heard of, and your mind's going to be like exploding when you see. If that prototype is at their booth I'm still waiting to find out, but the goal was to have a prototype at the booth. If the prototype is at the booth, I will be going and doing a video so that I'm the first one showing this prototype and saying, look. So you guys are going to flip. That's all I can say. Literally, you're going to flip. So I'm excited. So mine will be red. There you go, David. David likes the red. Here's the thing. It's a David and JB. You would not believe how many people are like, that red is ugly. What? Okay, so the whole design is contingent on the red. It has to be there. If you're going to do a knife inspired by the SR-71, you got to have red accents. Now, if you guys want, I'm looking at blue hardware, silver hardware, purple hardware, maybe something else, okay? And black hardware, so you could just do all black, okay? I'm looking at those things, and so if you don't like the red will be what it comes with, and you can change the red to something else. So that's what I'm doing. I'll probably stick to flipping tables. Okay. Hey, oh, Father, he says work is kicking his butt. I got you, man. Hey, Luz, I'm not going to read the rest of your name, but hello, Luz, what's up? Hey, Dana, what's going on? We get some interesting names in here, don't we, JB? Mm-hmm. Everybody hit that like button, please. All right. JB, anything else? You got anything coming up you want to promote? You got a video today, this week, whatever, anything?
Yeah, this month's monthly Knife Club blocks that dropped this morning.
Very nice. I haven't seen it.
Oh,
I barely watch my own videos.
We got some stuff from Loot coming, some Tenable coming, Artisan. Yeah, lots of stuff.
Very good. That's awesome. I love it, man. Now, I did see, guys, if you didn't see it, I don't know if I'm getting one or not. I've been getting all the Artisan and CGRB stuff lately, but if you didn't see that new Pyrite that they dropped pictures of, go check that out. Wild looking. So I forget what they called it, but pretty crazy looking indeed.
There could be something in the works. We'll have to wait and see if it develops, but there's talks in the works, so we'll see.
Nice. JB's talking. You never know what's going to happen.
No, I am not designing a knife.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Darn.
No, nothing like that. No.
Oh, by the way, did you see? Go ahead.
I am waiting to be grandfathered. Yes.
Yeah, very nice. Did you see the little OTF that Monterey Bay is coming out with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looked really nice. Looked really cool. Yep.
I have a feeling it's going to be a very limited run. Maybe not.
It kind of feels that way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, definitely. We've had a lot of pyrites, but this one definitely looks really different. Hey, Rolf. All right, guys, I have got to run. I hope you guys have a great one. JB, I dearly appreciate you coming on, man. I seriously have fun just chatting with you and having fun. I'm going to miss seeing you at Blade Show and going to get some barbecue or something, but we'll hold the fort down for you. So, and you have fun being a grandfather. So that will be awesome.
Soon we'll see.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Go check out Big Red if you're not subscribed to him already, but you better be. We are trying very hard to get to 30,000 subs. So if you're not subscribed over here, do it. Freak Show put all this pressure on me, and I don't really care. We'll get there eventually. But I didn't say that. Don't tell him I said that. He's not here, so I could say it. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel. See ya.